Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I'm your Dungeon Master Darius. Last we left off, we had a new party member in the way of Grimwood, who I've yet to level up. No, we'll get to that in a second. We got a dragon to hunt, and a bunch of dudes to talk to, and there's a good reason we gotta do the dragon thing. Multiple reasons, but anyways, let's level up this dude as a slayer. He is a very physical character, as you can quite clearly see. And not stealth. Let's go ahead and put you into perception. God damn, that's a hell of a perception check. Keen senses. Is it a dwarf? Dwarves get keen senses? I need to look closer at good blur. But, anyways, I made a couple of realizations why he is a relatively effective character, because I don't remember if this is explicitly a ranger thing, but rangers are supposedly the most valid in doing the two weapon style thing because they get to select their combat style feats, which allows them to, of course, select any feat that was within the thing. And if I recall correctly, it doesn't require you to have the prerequisites, but it does add them systematically through the whole feat tree thing. So, for example, at second level, he can actually take two-weapon fighting. At 6th level, he can take improved two-weapon fighting. At 10th level, when he would naturally get it, because of base attack bonus and whatnot, he would then add greater two-weapon fighting to the list. I could be wrong. This could just be a mechanic of the game itself that they decided to not implement when it comes to versus the tabletop version. And that's usually what has me confused half the time. It's like they decide not to include this, that, and the other thing from the actual physical tabletop. But he's going to take greater two-weapon fighting, which doesn't require a dexterity score. So, yeah. So we are going to GTFO. And I suppose we're going to take Greybort with us because where we want to go is outside. We're going to go to the gates. We're going to ditch. I kind of want to say ditch a Ruchelet for a bit. Because we already got freaking window egg for the back. More front line, the better. Alright, so what's this mess going to be like? I say mess, it's just like, oh, there's a lot going on here. Still gotta talk to Irabeth. Now, it was pointed out to us, right, where the dragon was? Dragon hunt. Track down the dragon. First step is to set up an ambush in the Grimwood first. So we need to find the Grimwoods. Oh, the Winter Sun. Small village that somehow survived the demon invasion is surprisingly silent and peaceful, as though it lies in some remote, rustic setting far from the front lines and not in the middle of the world wound surrounded by monsters. Yeah, that would have me a little bit concerned too. Kind of like the village in the village from Shamalama Ding Dong. So can I go this way now? It's gonna take a while, ain't it? Ugh. Alright. Oh, we can bust out in the many directions. Might as well cover that path. I would just like to... Oh, fail to sneak past the enemies. Prepare to fight. Suppose I also should have set up where Greybor was going to be in the whole chicanery of this whole thing. I probably shouldn't be recording this late, but I really want to get a little bit more caught up with this game. Giant Shrecker. Okay, but hear me out. You gotta contend with a gnome. Yeah, and then you gotta contend with a really pissed off cleric. Those natural twos don't feel so good. Oh my lord. Don't mind me, just realizing just how many of those bastards there are up here. You're not the one with the fireball, you're the one with the cause pain to everyone within 30 feet of us thing. Oh my, I partially forgot who I had in my party. Let's see, what was it? R? Yeah, no. V. No? Stop why? Why? Anyways. Let's go ahead and you. That's the second natural 2 we've made here. It does not please me. Fireballs. Yes, focus on Regil and Errant, please. Not the only one that finds it a little bit silly to watch them go. And yes, I did forget to get Greybore some other equipment. What of it? Sir, are you just incapable? You know what? It's fine.
You are nothing before me.
And we make... Is it... Yeah, Vital Strike. Ah, things are starting to survive the Vital Strikings. It's like they can't decide how they're going to try to reach me. Ow. If I stand right about here... Oh, that's damage undead. I suppose some heal living would be a good idea. You? Oh, I pressed charge, not deadly. Yeah, alright. 5 for step. Another fireball. You gotta love when you can fix most fix most problems with a fireball. Or a well-placed axe to the knee. Oh, no. Still trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure it out. That's the hilarious part of all this. If I damage living, I'm gonna hit absolutely everyone. So let's not do that. Although I suppose I could damage living with Errant. And then just heal my party members. That might be a little too ridiculous. Did I not give you Fireball? I could have sworn I gave you Fireball. Actually, wait. What alignment are you? Chaotic Evil. So doing this would make sense. You know, unless most of them made their will save anyways. Just a thought. Thank you. And Scorching Ray. The fact that you're still... I'm not quite sure how the hell you managed to make that reach, but okay.
Cease to exist.
Alright. Great. It's fine. I might laugh a little bit if I end up going this way and I just find yet another dude. Yeah, okay. Aaron's got the reach. little irksome that I had the reach. And I don't know, they had, I was about to say, oh, watch them have absolutely nothing of value, but no. They all had masterwork great clubs. Oh, I didn't give him his mythic ability either. Oh, the shame. I don't feel like reading through all the mythic abilities at the moment. Just no. Watch it become some sort of a life or death situation by not reading the mythic stuff. Yeah. Leave those. And I just wanted to find this forest. Ashen Grotto. Might as well sleep. You got a pretty decent score, so we'll have you do the second watch. Is that everyone? Near everyone. No, that is everyone. Shush.
It must be a lot of fun living in a tribe. Like one big family.
People watching your every move, sticking their noses into your business, telling you how to live. Yes, it was fun, fun, fun.
So yeah, I kind of like it, family. Okay. Got the cursed Pilaf. Alright, might as well see what this Ashen Grotto. Ooh, Temple of the Good Hunt. Ooh. This is where in times of yore the Sarkorians worshipped Irastil, the patron of hunting and country life. The demon invasion left the temple without its flock, but it somehow avoided the wrath of monsters that usually ravage any trace of worship of good gods. It still stands, empty and decrepit, waiting for the mortals to return. In fairness, I don't really think that the god Irastil, there's someone on the road, get ready, is what one would consider a good deity. I think they're a neutral one. I might be remembering wrong. Again, it's been forever since I Pathfindered. Although I have been looking back into it again since, you know, 2nd edition. That is a dead Vrock. Uh-huh. Just gonna loot this spear. Long spear +4. Do not be another freaking companion. Do not be another freaking companion. Oh, thank God he's not another freaking companion. A prayer to Iomade flies from the lips of this kneeling old man. He speaks softly and steadily, without raising his head or otherwise acknowledging your presence. After finishing his prayer, he looks at you with clear eyes. What can I do for you, stranger? My name is Errant the Cold-Hearted. I am the Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Well, my name is Berengier, and I'm the commander of my own crusade. Did you kill all these demons? Yes, these and many others. That's what I do. An old man, but still a strong warrior. Window-Eye clicks her tongue, surprised. Not bad. If decrepitude had not subdued this uplander, I will be able to overcome it when the time comes. Wait. If decrepitude has not subdued this uplander, I will be able to overcome it when the time comes. I'm not... Are we threatening the dude that we just met that murdered a bunch of demons, including a massive Discari-looking dude? Looks like some of the demons tried to escape, but for some reason they didn't teleport. You have a good eye. Yes, it's true. I received a special gift from my goddess. My presence makes demons weak. It stops them from escaping through planes. Tough luck for them. Why do you need to fight alone, Berengier? You could join my crusaders. I fought under the banners of an official crusade. I found neither righteousness nor dignity there. Forgive me, but my path is mine own. Alright, then I'll go then. May Alwade keep you safe, and forgive me if I was less than friendly. The old man bows to you and leaves. That there is a man with a purpose. Oop. I heard that. Thank you, Regil. Page from the Crusader's Diary. Oh boy. I chased him during the day. I followed him at night. I found his tracks in the demonic wastelands of the Wound. I set up ambushes in the city. Hunting a hunter is a strange job. The demon was seeking victims, leaving behind a trail of crusaders tortured to death, their hearts carved out of their bodies. And I was seeking him. Kneeling at my nightly prayers, I asked myself, why do I want to rid the world of this particular monster? New demons come along almost daily from the rifts of the world wound. I could fight them wherever I wanted. I could join my crusader brethren in any garrison, but I chased him for 3 years, relentlessly like a hound following a trail. Finally, he came for me himself. My perseverance drew his attention and made me bait. There are demons who take special pleasure in torturing the weak and helpless, but he was different. He was drawn by danger. He liked killing the strong, the proud, the unbreakable. That's what he told me. I listened to him and was horrified at how similar we were. Then we fought, and I killed him. These were 3 long years ago, goddess. I was returning to Kenabres after this long hunt, after an exhausting fight, carrying a terrible burden. On the fringes of the city, a light guided my way. Not your light, no. The lights of the fires near the city walls, where the Inquisitors were burning more potential renegades. I walked in my dusty armor, covered with sword marks, past the people who gathered to watch the execution. I overheard the ecstatic words of the executioner. I remember the words of the demon said before his death. I never entered the city gates. I didn't kneel in your temple. I didn't share a meal with other crusaders. I, Berengur the Tall, no longer belong in this crusade, not after these long years, not after what I realized and heard. As it lay dying, the demon said to me, "We are what you will become." And to an extent, that is truth. Like, no joke, that is pretty much one of the whole things about demons. They're worst versions of the humans. I'm wondering if that was the old man that, Ember was talking about. No. Right, she was talking about, Inquisitor dude that I put to the sword a long while ago. I can't help but look at Greybor as he's walking around and chuckle. There's seriously nothing else here. It's just a little popping from the NPC character there and being all like, hi, and then just gone. Alright. No, I could have sworn that there was someone else that she had met besides the Crusader. Well, not the Crusader, the, other dude. Yes. I'm just trying to find the Grimwood. Bleh. Oh, hi. Well, you're a new one. Gibberleth? That's not a demon I'm terribly familiar with. Will not lie. What is it you do? Because I already hate you by the look of it. Chaotic Evil, Outsider, Flat-Footed, Dark Shine. The Horrid Abyssal Radiation makes this creature stronger. +6 bonus to AC, +12 to all ability scores. Ah. Saving throw DC from its spells and abilities is increased by 6. And stacks with other
I will see to
Dark
your
Shine
demise.
radiation effects. 31 AC. Stinking Cloud. Tumors. The swift action can rip a grapefruit-sized tumor from its body and lob it for acid damage, which does splash. Cool. Stinking Cloud. Always a good ability there. Typical demon stuff, and then he's also a demon of slaughter. Yay. Well, hate that. And in addition to that, there's like 1, 2 Succubi? No.
Precision and grace.
Rapid shot, cold. Ranger's bonds. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they're supposed to be erroneous. But I don't know if that's another one of those things that they tried to make a distinction between D&D and Pathfinder. Cool, I can move. Not sure if I quite want to get Grey Boar up in there, but, you know. Let's have an archer duel. Windowag wins. I feel like I need to go a little bit more about the whole thing. So, for example, and I've noticed this a lot with several of the dudes I'm trying to make when looking into adventures and stuff. But Pathfinder, or Paizo, has, for example, Sea Devils. Sea Devils are effectively Sahwagans. Oh good, that was a lovely trip.
You're in my way.
Nice. But the thing is that for whatever reason they decided not to actually call them Sahwagans. They're like, for all intents and purposes, are just called Sea Devils. And it's not exactly like it's a name that is foreboding to use for them. It's just they decided to call them Sea Devils. And I'm wondering whether or not that's because they just decided, you know what, let's not call them Sahwagans. Because basically most places do still call them Sahwagans. That's a lot of misses you did there, sir. That hurt. Cease. Or we can miss. Hail the living. Ow, ow, ow. You, sir, have a lot of effects. I wish you to cease them all. I suppose I should get rid of this guy before too much keeps happening. I think what it is that Regil is confused? Yeah, confused, befuddled, and can't act normally. I think we've seen the effects of confusion before. Kinda sucks. Actually, wait, what was your flat-footed? 21 still, jeez. Well, that still hit. Regil hurts himself in confusion. It's super effective. Ugh, I am taking a lot of damage though. There we go. Now if everyone was trying to, you know, not kill each other, that'd be great. Ooh, 240 experience points for that guy though. I believe it, with an AC count of, you know, 31. I don't need to necessarily worry about healing errands. Hello. Composite longbows. Oh, those aren't Masterwork chain shirts. That's fine. Shock composite longbows at that. Would that be better than what you're currently wielding, Windowag? Hunter's Assurance, a +3 bleed composite short bow. I think that would be better. Like, because hear me out. While it doesn't do, you know, a flat +3 damage and +3 attack, for the 2+ that she's gonna miss out on attack, or 1 in this case, because she's like super proficient with longbows, she does more damage in that 1 die 6, which can be increased on the critical if I remember correctly. So pretty good. I think overall we really won out with that one simply by the virtue of going, oh hey, +1 composite shock longbow, because it also does more damage than the short bow base, you know, d8 versus a die 6. And this is gonna go back to the temple. Why we stop here? Because Darren is fatigue. Yes. Hell is such a very sad place. People are in pain there. Why the hell I just want everyone to be like that? It's not just that they forget everything good about their past lives, they forget their entire past lives. Hunters do not want Hell's torment, but Hell's discipline. However, if sufficient discipline is impossible without suffering, then so be it. Harsh. I really gotta find some sort of a recipe or something to make it so as fatigue doesn't happen as often. Nope. Someone on the road. I'm glad we're getting back to the exploring bits. This has got to be one of the more fun parts of these CRPGs. I can still fight. Quick, tie him up. It's the Crusaders. The Crusaders are here. The Crescent of the Abyss must be informed. Oh, you poor idiots. What do we got here anyways? Baphomet clerics, cultist, archer, cultist, guard. Yeah, and unfortunately you killed the one guy that I might want to keep around for information, so... always get a little giddy when I hear that sound. Yeah, I want to just complete and utter destruction of an enemy group. Of course, I can't charge.
Used in other ways.
It's not magic. It's simply trying to, you know. This guy had a lot of HP then. Let me guess. You can charge him though? Yeah. Well, nothing beats a well-placed fireball sometimes. Gold powder, some coin. Yellow. Earth Elemental, Faith. Light Mace +1. Baphomet's Cultist Shield. Ah. And then the glaives. Because Baphomet. More cultist shit. More masterwork glaive shit. Ah, just a +1 composite shit. Thingamabab. Ooh, cold iron though. And a falchion. We are slowly getting over encumbered here. Ooh, and a gate earring. Oh, didn't loot this guy. So we got some dude. Oh,
What's that?
that is a dagger. Ah, yes. Summon giant frog. Excellent spell to have in one's repertoire. That's seriously it? Hold up. There's got to be more to this area than just that. Had a group of individuals that call themselves... what again? Dun, 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 dun. The Crescent of the Abyss. I mean, I'm kind of curious based on just the name of it alone. Crescent of the Abyss.
Let us press on.
Does that mean that there's also the likes of, like, the New Moon of the Abyss? Names like that, you know, that implement... that maybe is more than just the one group of individuals. It's not just Baphomet. It's Discari. It's that Nocticula succubi gal. Ooh, great sword. Or it could just be a one random one-off and be all like, oh yeah, it's a random thing we'll never bring up again. Because I never did that as a DM. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so I can go back to the Lost Chapel and go south, or I can continue this way and hope. Fail to sneak past more enemies. Really hope I don't get past the point of, what is the Medusatisms with the Grey Boar?
Defeat is not an option.
Ah, good, another one of those. Totally want to face another one of theirs. Yeah. Yeah. That's money. Also fireball. Can I? Yeah. You gotta love shenaniganry like that. Ooh. Ah, buddy. I'm not sure why I bothered calling you buddy. You literally just joined the group the other day. Well, Regil's not confused.
Thank you for amusing me.
I could kill Grey Boar, but... feel like that'd be a little bit, not helpful for our quest. Buddy. Grey Boar's gonna die. Especially if I keep him right close to... Yep, okay. No, by all means, go forth and get yourself murdered. No. Grey Boar gonna die. That one? Yeah, okay. If I kill one of these guys with a shot from Windowag, it's going to kill Grey Boar if he's still confuzzled. Yep, he's still confuzzled. Oh no. Poor Grey Boar. Whatever shall we do? In fairness, he was giving the rest of my party a hard time too, so... Alright. Where is Yeah, he's in front line. Great War's kind of... I mean, okay, I don't have him all geared up like I should, so he doesn't have as high of an AC or attack or all that fun stuff. Doesn't have any weapons with any fun abilities. Doesn't have the mythic ability that I probably should really get him. But man, you'd think the guy would just have a smidgen more crap. A smidgen more AC. Alright, quick save. Someone on the road. I'm just trying to find the Grimwood. I got a dragon to hunt. Please let me find the Grimwood. Oop, that's a trap.
Take a look.
That's another trap. Thank you, Windowag Medea.
Is that a trap? It might be a trap.
Yes, yes, it is another trap.
Have I pleased you?
God damn. Gotta wonder why the hell this place is so trap-laden. Ah. Hail Baphomet. Hear our prayers. Accept this sacrifice, Baphomet. Curse you all. Praise be to Iomade. It's him, the one who killed our brothers and sisters. Death to the killer. Die. Oh, Woljif, you moron. Woljif raises from the stone throne and halts the sacrifice with a raised hand. The cultist holding the knife over the victim on the altar stops. Woljif is wreathed in blue flame and the demonic shadow rises up behind him. Easy now, we're all friends here. This is just a little misunderstanding. You thought you'd come across Crusaders, but they're big fans of our Lord Baphomet too. Woljif half turns to you, his right eye twitching, which you interpret as an attempt to wink discreetly. Ain't that right? Oh boy. See, on the one hand, this works in a way that is incredibly painful. This is... Errant was teamed with a Diabolus warlock and a tiefling sorcerer. The tiefling sorcerer had a bunch of bad plans, and most of the time the other two would just nod and continue. Woljif's face lights up. Right, exactly. Pilgrims from the world wound. Meet the finest member of our big family. Hey there, Chief. Long time no see. Why don't we hold off on the sacrifice for now? We need to drink to this happy meeting, am I right? Yeah, let's do that. Tie that one on the altar up again. We'll get around to slaughtering it later. The cultists exchange looks and whispers. The chief cultist lowers his knife. If the Crescent of the Abyss says so, then welcome. Make yourselves at home in the temporary camp of the Pilgrims of the World Wound. But why did you attack our brothers? Well, Woljif, why did we attack our brothers? Because the chief sometimes has these fits of insanity and battle rage. Is the blessing of the Lord Baphomet. The chief goes crazy. He goes crazy and gets twice as strong as normal. But if the blessing kicks in at the right moment, well, that's just bad luck for you. I've had to get away from the crazed chief a couple of times, so I know what I'm talking about. Cultist casts a wary glance at your weapon, but passes no remarks. It is good that the Crescent of the Abyss, our beacon in the darkness, and our oracle has resolved this misunderstanding. Relax, friends, and after, if you wish, you may join our pilgrimage. Woljif, you've got some explaining to do, my good sir. Woljif is waiting for you next to the altar, warily wiping the sweat from his brow. Whew, I thought that was done for. Could feel it in my tail that they were gonna kill me. If you ain't a sight for sore eyes, Chief. Oh, 1 second. When I heard that the gargoyles got you and that you were running the show up in Dresden now, I can't tell you how happy that made me. But that night it all happened, I tell you. I was so scared I couldn't see straight. Wandered around, wondering if my chief and the rest of the gang were lying in an open field with their eyes pecked out. Even my conscience prickled a little thinking about how I ran, but when you look at it from my side, what else was I supposed to do? Actual paladins were getting cut down left and right and center. And these pilgrims of the Whirlwind tell me that Dresden's been reclaimed, that there's a new commander called Aaron the Cold-Hearted. Well, I said to myself, there can't be 2 demon-slaying dynamos with that name, it must be you. So I cut my way through the circles around Dresden, and I waited for you to come out. At one point I got so desperate I almost went right up to the city walls, but I thought better of it. Although, an arrow in the skull would be a sight better than running in the fear of Voitiel. Wooljeff sucks in a breath and keeps talking in a rush, like he's afraid you'll turn around and walk out. Do you know Voitiel? I don't either, but I remember the name because of what Brother Melrune yelled in the basement that time. I'm gonna tell Hepzamira and Voitiel or something like that. Anyways, my shadow told me that Voitiel is that demon, and I should be scared of him because he's after the moon of the abyss. But the shadow's a whole other story if you want to know why I haven't come to just come to Dresden. I need your help. It's a matter of life and death, Chief. Slow down. You're not making sense. What's going on here? Okay, I'll shut up. I won't shut up, but ask me what you want to know and I'll tell you. What was that? That was my cunning plan, Chief. Woljeff's tail is whipping back and forth so fast it's a blur. I usually send every cultist a Baphomet to Pharasma. Now you're going to tell me that I shouldn't do the same to you? He raises his hands defensively. Easy there, Chief. I'm an old cultist and didn't just ask you to play along for the fun of it. I had a reason, I swear. It's not just because I've seen what you're like in a fight and I know I've no chance against you. Why'd you run in the night we fought the gargoyles? Run? Me? I fought him, I did. You should have seen me. Got one right in the nose since it starts over a tea kettle. And it flew off. I've gotten into scrapes a fair few times before, being caught by surprise in the dead of night more times than I could count. So that's why I leapt up quick as anything, grabbed my knives and... Well, of course I made a run for it. What else was I gonna do? I'm just a thief, a city boy. I don't go toe-to-toe with demons. Sure, I said I'd help you and all, but that was before. I didn't sign up for nighttime gargoyle attacks. What kind of an idiot attacks in the middle of the night? I thought war would keep more civilized hours, to be honest. Wrong again. So, apologies, Chief, but I always end up on the winning side. It's just my nature. You and your lot in the camp that night did not have the look of victory about you. It's not like I'd have been much help if a gargoyle snatched me in its claws. Of course I decided to run. And run I did. So what's your relationship with the Baphomet's clerics? He looks pensive. It's complicated. It's a story of unrequited love, really. They love me, and all I think about is how to get away from them and save my own skin. Okay, how did you end up with the clerics? Same way I end up anywhere. I was walking and then here I was. Oh, I should mention at some point my shadow, you know it well, it started talking. At first I was so scared I thought there was someone growling behind me, but then I listened closely and it was my shadow. I only got out a few words, but I heard the names Voitiel, and I learned that he's a demon, that he wants my moon of the abyss for some reason, and then I learned which direction he was looking for me in. When I heard that, I turned around and went the other way. I'm not an idiot. Those pilgrims of the underworld, Whirlwind, clubbed me right round the head, and I woke up, and they were already dragging me to the altar. I said to them, brothers, don't drag me to the altar. I have a proposition for you, one you don't want to miss. But they paid no attention and kept dragging me. In the end, I had to show them my party piece. They saw my shadow and dropped to their knees just like that. I fed them a line about how I can speak directly to Baphomet through it, and they lapped it right up. And that's why I'm still alive. I mean, good reasons. You said some shadow has been talking to you, is that right? Not just any shadow, my special shadow. After I spent a while running around the world rune, scared out of my wits, I suddenly crept out and whispered in the distant-sounding voice, Voitiel, North, fear Voitiel. And the name was familiar, because that's what Brother Melrune yelled out. And I put two and two together, This Valtiel was in the north, and I needed to make sure he didn't find me. Bit by bit, I got the shadow to tell me that Valtiel was a demon, and that he was looking for the moon of the abyss. Who knows why? By the way, I have a couple of thoughts of my own about the moon. I'll tell you about them once we're out of this mess. So, remind me why I shouldn't just kill you with all the cultists here and now. Because, he looks around and lowers his voice in the conspiratorial whisper, they will still be useful to us if you decide to help me. Thanks for not trying to kill him as soon as you got here, by the way. Their leader is a nervous sort. He's would have definitely stabbed a lad on the altar if he caused a fuss. They think if they perform all these sacrifices, Baphomet's going to appear and hand out powerful spells like candy. So what is it you want from me? In a nutshell, Chief, I've got a bit of a situation here. One wrong move and I'm a goner. The demon Valtiel is in the vicinity somewhere. A good man has suffered. The cultists are animals. I just want to get out of this and make Valtiel back off, but without you, I've no chance. Help me. I won't forget as long as I live. Okay, who is Valtiel? All I know is that he's a demon that sent Brother Melrune to get the moon to the abyss. Now that I have the moon, Valtiel's after me. I'm already tired of running from him. He's gonna catch me soon. I can feel it. What good man are you talking about? Me, of course. I'm a prisoner here, you know. I suppose there's also the other fellow, Duval. The one that's tied up. I kind of owe him. I made a dumb mistake and now he's paying for it. Now don't get me wrong, I couldn't care less about the guy. He got himself into this mess, except if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have caught him in the first place. These pilgrims kept asking me, will we have long to wait for the favors of Lord Baphomet? As though just 'cause I have my shadow, I should know. What am I, some kind of demon worshipper? I just put on a kind of knowing air and said to him, do as you have been doing and the favors will come. They took that to mean that they needed to keep cutting people up in the altar. I tried to put them off the idea, but they didn't listen. I acted like I was discussing things with my shadow and I kept trying to hold them off, saying that the stars weren't in alignment, that raining eyeballs was a bad omen. Stars! Not right. Can't do it. I'm running out of ideas just before you showed up, Chief. Was already considering just letting him do it. He was a crusader after all, you know. Demons probably would probably get him in the end either way. It's not my fault that's how they do things. It was either him or me. He sighs and turns away. His tail is twitching from side to side in agitation. There's one way to get both of us out, but I can't manage it on my own. I need your help. What part are the cultists playing in your plan? He glances around, making sure they're not overheard. Do you know why they call themselves the Pilgrims of the World Wound? Because they're itching to meet big-name demons like Baphomet. It's like they're on a pilgrimage. So they got me thinking, since they listen to me, they can lead me to Valtiel and mess with their heads a bit. Say that Baphomet's been calling him nasty names and let the cultists fight Valtiel for us. There'll be a riot. Cultists helping us take out a demon? Well, what do you think? I wanted to ask about something else. What else is there to talk about? Alright, ask your questions. Well, I guess there's not many other questions to ask him. Alright, I'll help you deal with Valtiel. Wulgia's face lights up and the tip of his tail dances through the air. Always knew you were a special sort, Chief. Let's go break his horns off. We need to go to a patch of scrubland by the bend of the river. It's not far, I'll show you. Nothing interesting about the place at all, but that's where I was when my shadow came out and started pushing me back the other way. Said that Valtiel would find me easily there, that he'd swoop in and tear me limb from limb as soon as I popped up. I wasn't long turning away from that place, I'll tell you. There's just one other thing. We need to round up my lackeys and send them off on an errand. While they're gone, we can free the prisoner. No point leaving him here to be bored, right? Listen up, brothers, sisters. The shadow has spoken. It says that the demon will come to the secret place, a wasteland where there are almost no trees left, next to a bend of the river. We once passed by there, but we took a wrong turn and didn't find it. Glorious day. Before we set off, I say we make the sacrifice. Let's say we hold off on the sacrificing. Time's a waste and demons are busy, you know? Leave your things and go. I must meditate before such an event, and when I'm all meditated out, I'll come and summon the demon to you. Commander, a moment of your time. The young crusader cautiously gets to his feet, unable to believe that he is finally free. At last the day has come when those odious faces will no longer be looming over me. The cultists hid my weapons and armor somewhere. I'll find them and then I'll take my leave of this place forever. They're over there with the rest of the stolen stuff. Make sure they didn't go walkies in the night. I hoped you'd make it out of this somehow. Thank you for your efforts, Woljif. Go. Time is of the essence. If there is a demon hunting you, better to lure him into a trap and strike first. Sorry, who are you? Deval Gwynvier, at your service. Nobleman, crusader, and only surviving member of my unit. What are you planning to do now? Buy my armor and weapons, find something to eat, and then leave this place as quickly as possible. Perhaps I'll die in the wound, but I'll die with a sword in my hand, not like an animal at a slaughterhouse. Now if I do make it out, I shall build a temple in Iomede's honor in my hometown. You're rich enough to build a temple if you fancy it? You were complaining that your parents didn't give you enough money. I think we have slightly different conceptions of what counts as enough money. In my case, money is no longer a concern of mine. My life and my legacy belong to the goddess who sent you and the commander to my aid. How did you end up here? Stares into the distance. Solely through my own foolishness, because of my inability to fight like a man. I thought the crusade would be my best way to make my mark on history. I dreamt of the glory, of the respect that would be otherwise denied me as a third son of a noble family. When an officer laughed at my skills and called me an ignorant interloper, how right he was. Fate has a twisted sense of humor. My more experienced comrades died in cursed place one after another, but I survived. There were only 5 of us left in the end. Our hubris was gone, we were jumping at every shadow, and we still weren't cautious enough. I was the only one who survived after we were attacked at the night. I should have realized what had happened what was happening when the lookout went missing. Alright then. Farewell and good luck. May Iomedes keep you. Hey, look who we get. Oh god, we're gonna have to level them up. It's like, hey, so happy to have you. Oh, you got like 4 levels coming to you, buddy. You know what? Let's replace Regil for now. I wonder how important, quote-unquote, this shrine actually is. Large stone with candles covered in Baphomet symbols. So the cultists use it for thingy-babab. Loot. More loot. Other loot. I'm sorry, what? Axiomite or Soul Eater. Yep, summon Monster 6, that would do it. Dun 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 dun. Wee wee. Dun 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 dun. Anyone that gets that theme, yeah, you're pretty cool. Oh god, how many levels does Woljif need? Okay. He only needs to level up thrice, and then I still need to choose his mythic abilities. That's fine. Kind of weird to have 2 sneak attackers with the same relative abilities. But then again, I suppose Woljif is, he's senior to the party. And he's more of a dexterity build dude anyways. Let's see, do I even have any other random daggers on me? Ah yes, I do have the agile dagger. The agile finesse wielding dagger. I hate this weapon and love it at the same time. Let's see, confirms a critical hit, target becomes blind. Yeah, shiny dagger is just as effective, I think. Or is it? Nope, it's pretty much the same effect. I had to look at the damage and be all like, yep, nope, that's Still the same. Now I'm just kind of hoping that I can find a way to get into... Yeah, +3 to... that's kind of meh. Give you that. Now I'm just really wishing that I had gone to the thing to give him some stuff first. I suppose I could run back to the town, but I don't want to right now. Right, I forgot. He was not wearing any armor whatsoever, and he just has braces of armor +2. So either I need to get him some actual bitchin' light armor, or get him some better of those. Excuse me. Once per day. Oh, right, I forgot. You actually had some spells on you, too. Oh, no. Anything else to add? Freedom at last. Don't know what I shall do with it. Am I going to go this way and the cultists are going to be right there and be like, hey. That'd have been funny. Hilarious, even. Balls. Cool, but balls. Alright, so we just gotta go north to find this Vautiel. Now I have double the reason to head back into back into town and be all like, hey. I would much like the ability to simply, not die. I suppose I could go to the Lost Chapel instead, but... Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, call it an episode here. What was the last one? 51. Let's play 52. And when we return, we've got so many more places to check out. Heart of Mystery. Wait, is that the place that Ninio has to go to? Oh god, that's so far away. How big is this map? It's the entire other half of this map now. Oh, we're gonna be here a while. But thank you everyone so very much for watching. When we return, I'm going to have leveled up Woljif and maybe Greybor. And we gotta continue on looking for a Durgan. That'll be fun. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. I'm just tired. And as always, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.